everyone, this is Marco here. I'm going to take you along on a ride along the Green Corridor in Singapore here. It's a wonderful day. Temperatures, I guess, in the low 30s. Feels fresh. Humidity not too high, maybe in the 70s. A little clouded, but the blue sky is peeking through. We never mind a couple of clouds here in Singapore. It just gets too hot if you have a plain blue sky. So come with me and let's discover this beautiful green corridor, which used to be the rail track from Singapore to Malaysia. Come along. Now that I've reached a beautiful spot here along the Green Corridor, I'd like to talk about my camera setup and the way I'm thinking about it, getting ready for my trip to Europe, my bike ride from northern Norway through Sweden, through Denmark, Germany, down to Switzerland this summer. On one hand, I'd like to have really good camera equipment that allows me to take epic shots in all conditions. On the other hand, since I'm going to travel with my trekking bike and I'll have all the luggage in my panniers on the side of my wheels, I need to be very weight conscious. And so my thinking going in is I'll just do all the filming with my recently acquired iPhone X. And so I've been toying with this idea of pretty much leaving everything else at home and just using my phone. Now, the first thing when using a phone, being a very small and light device, is that it tends to jitter a lot. Although it has optical stabilization built in, it's just not sufficient for a bike ride. It works well while you're walking and filming. Now, I bought this Feiyutech SPG gimbal here in Singapore. Ordered it on Lazada, and it's an amazing little thing. I'll do a review some other time. In the meantime, I think there's plenty of them out there. But as a matter of fact, the footage that you see today is shot on the gimbal. Now, the challenge of using a gimbal or a selfie stick or a monopod while driving is that you have one hand on the handlebar and one hand is holding this camera setup. It's not ideal. So, where does that leave us? Phone? Good, makes good shots, beautiful shots. The only concern is the battery life. Gimbal, the Feiyutech SPG, works wonders, has an 8-hour battery life. The bike mount looks very nice, works very well on your bike. It just doesn't work for your filming, at least not with an iPhone X. That's my thinking right now. So unless I can get a camera that is much more stabilized, I will go with a handheld setup, holding my gimbal in one hand and holding the bike with the other hand. One more aspect of filming on the go, or filming in general as a matter of fact, is how do you capture sound with an iPhone or with a phone. As you can imagine, the microphone pickup is relatively poor the moment you go beyond half a meter or a meter. As a matter like I'm now, I'm probably about 3 meters away from this camera. So I've been, initially struggling with this, and the reason I've been struggling is because as you put your phone onto a gimbal, not only are the ports at the bottom of your phone kind of blocked because they're touching the gimbal, but also if you were to somehow turn your phone around and trying to make it work that way, you really don't want to have a cable plugged into your phone, because that will hinder the balance or will imbalance the gimbal and will hinder the movement. What is the right setup to pick up the sound? And I have these AirPods here, which by the way is one of the best purchases I've done in years from Apple. Definitely the best purchase I've done in terms of Bluetooth headset. The challenge is that out of the box, these AirPods, while they have decent microphones, don't pick up the sound from your stock iPhone camera app, and as a matter of fact, most of the apps. So I did my research, and what I found is that there's one camera app which is called Filmic Pro, which allows you to do exactly that, essentially pick up the sound from your AirPods. So what you can do in the Filmic Pro camera app is change the microphone to pick up on the side of the screen while you're filming in the back, and so whenever you are talking into your phone gets picked up much better. But again, that's at a short distance. Now there's another option, which is for you to pick up from a Bluetooth microphone, and that just works perfectly fine with these little Apple AirPods here.